Okay, I saved the last cut for you. Once the part of the can becomes a manageable size, you can squash it down flat and scrape a line with a pair of scissors or a sharp knife, and then you can easily cut along that scraped line because it's a bit of a groove. And then we have the ultimate piece. I can now go in here and massage the little dents that I made a little bit, and then we'll put it on. All right. Let me show you. There's one more issue. Yeah, I'll take you with me. I'll show you what I do with that. Aluminium. Dangerous little thingies. Nope. There is a screw for a bottle cage that is in the way. There. Let me bring you down. Now sink down all the way. Tighten this. So you see, in the way is the front bottle cage bolt. And I do not know how long the telephone will last now. Since I barely recharged it. So yeah, let's get rid of this bolt, just the one. And you see there's a little nipple, and we need to cut a hole into there. But first I need to mark it, and the way I will do that is by using a hammer. First of all, I'm going to put the aluminium in place, and then I mark it exactly where I need the hole. So just imagine I'm going to, this is accidental, okay? This is the maximum usable part of this can, and it passes the cable guide here and there, and it leaves out a little bit of a white bordering. There's nothing much I can do about that. So all I'm going to do now is make sure it's straight, it's centered, front and back, about the same amount of white, and then the writing is straight from the top, maybe a bit more like that, so, okay, and I hold it calmly, and then we'll give myself a nice little mark of where this hole needs to be. And now I'm going to go about thinking which metal pipe I'm going to sharpen up to make a hole punch for exactly that size. So that's the next. So let's call this for now. I can charge the phone. Let me show you one more thing. The wire brushing. Now this makes me happy. This makes me really happy, this stuff. I have a cam look onto these bolts. have a very good look at these bolts. So what do you see? Now, these are original Honda bolts with the original markings. All I have done is did a whole lot of okay, obviously this is a two-hand job, need to hold this and then brush it. So I have just brushed it with an old wire brush. And this is how it looked before I did the brushing. Okay. That is the bolts out of the vinegar bath. If you haven't seen my last video, then please go back. So this is me just brushing them, and then what I will do on this side, I will clear coat them, not on the bolt side. I will then, after the clear coat is nice and dry, I will bath it in WD-40 to prevent rust on the actual lower part where the thread is. Okay, so the other jobs of brushing away the rust, some of them are good. Let's see, this one here, this is when I need to call it a day. There's a little bit of rust that will be just brushed away, and that's it. And I will obviously brush the rust down here. And that does not go back into the vinegar. So this one's ready. Whereas others, the chrome is completely gone. But also by the time this is wire brushed, this looks like those. Same down here. So this does not go back in the vinegar. Whereas this one here basically has caused the rust to flake and exposed the rust underneath after I used my trusty kitchen knife to scrape off the chrome that was bubbling. So that will need to go back. So that's the process of restoring my original Honda bolts. I will, and this is not my own idea, I got this idea from another YouTube channel, one of my absolute all-time favorite YouTube channel is called Florian Rauscheder. He's a Bavarian dude that digs out Volkswagens in the forest after they've been laying around there for 50 years, and then he uses as much original substance as he possibly can and works with that all around. What stuff is gone, he replaces it, but if he finds an original bolt, that makes him happy. And so thank you, Florian, for giving me this idea that this is actually something to celebrate, that if we can bring back an old part, we should just not replace it with something faceless and in the worst case made from somewhere cheap and in another continent. Don't put Chinese bolts on your Volkswagen or Honda if you can get a Japanese bolt restored or a German one. So thank you. And yeah, Florian, great channel, love your videos, and I hope you're now going back to work on that T1. Okay, so that's it for now. Yeah, I should I put the link to Florian's channel in the text in the description below. And yeah, be well, see you on the next one, take care.